Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. Hope you guys are all hanging in there right now for Bitcoin and crypto. So this morning today, I want to of course give you guys an update what is happening right now with the crypto market, and of course with Bitcoin. There is in fact a fair few Bitcoin charts as usual that I want to show you guys. Okay, and it seems like a massive move is coming. We know Bitcoin is in fact about to enter the next bull run, right? Bitcoin's gonna skyrocket. A lot of altcoins will skyrocket as well when the alt season is obviously right around the corner. Okay, so understand, guys, the bull market is coming, but you guys are probably wondering when is it coming? Okay, because understand this has been the longest consolidation for the longest time now, right? And understand, guys, soon enough that will change. I know Bitcoin has in fact been sort of boring right now is what most people are in fact saying, right? The FOMO Index right now, I will show you guys that, but it is in fact in fear mode, okay? So understand, guys, there's nothing to be fearful about, right? We should be very, very bullish right now to where Bitcoin is at. You know, it's just below, okay, $60,000 right now. And we should be very, very bullish to where Bitcoin is heading, because I feel like not a lot of people are in fact feeling, that bull market. It seems sort of boring right now because Bitcoin is in fact consolidating for the longest time. I already talked about this in many of my videos. So if you guys haven't seen those videos, especially yesterday's video, you should definitely check it out. But yeah, we've been in the longest bear market ever, and we finally survived it, and we are in fact about to end the next, bull market, next bull cycle. So if you guys haven't seen my most previous video, you should definitely check it out. But let me just show you guys what is happening right now with Bitcoin this morning. So you guys can clearly see Bitcoin right now, $59,000, back down at just below $60,000. So you guys can clearly see last night, okay, we did in fact see Bitcoin pumping all the way up over, okay, and above $61,000. But now this morning, Bitcoin did in fact have this drop. We are in fact in the 1 hour time frame. So you guys can clearly see for the past few hours, Bitcoin is dropping back down to $59,000. Okay, but if we really just zoom out here, okay, Bitcoin is continuing to consolidate. Okay, you guys can just clearly see that, right? So daily time frame, you guys can just clearly see Bitcoin is continuing to consolidate at this level, in between the support level and this resistance line. And I told you guys, right, once we actually see Bitcoin breaking this resistance line and it reaches back up to its previous highs of $73,000 and breaks above it, then obviously that's when this uptrend will continue. Okay, and Bitcoin will in fact have a breakout pretty much, right? Now, crypto market this morning not looking too good compared to where we were yesterday, last night. You guys can clearly see global crypto market cap still about 2 trillion. Great to see. Okay, but the market today is actually down over 2%. So nothing too crazy. Okay, I feel like every now and then there'll be days where we are in fact up. Okay, we see Bitcoin pumping slightly, and same with altcoins. Okay, we know altcoins have been pumping a fair bit, especially like 2 days or 3 days ago, right? And there'll be days where we do in fact see Bitcoin having a slight drop, same with Ethereum and other altcoins. And that's exactly what's happening today. Okay, so the market overall today is down over 2%. Past 24 hours, Bitcoin is down over 2%. Ethereum is down 1%. And yeah, fair few altcoins are in fact having a slight drop. Okay, yeah, I can clearly see that. So everything, okay, is still on and off. Okay, I feel like everything is still holding strong though. We've been seeing a lot of ups and downs recently. And yes, you can say that the crypto market has in fact been boring recently. But understand, guys, this is the great time right now, the best time right now, okay, to accumulate into crypto, to buy into crypto, right? Because we know in the next upcoming few months, a bull run is about to happen. We are in fact about to enter the next bull cycle. So please be prepared, okay, for what is truly coming for crypto. Okay, because everything will skyrocket. Understand that, guys, right? So please take this time. Please take this once in a lifetime opportunity to buy these, altcoins, including Bitcoin, at these low prices, because soon enough, these prices will change. They will go much higher, right? So be blessed that for the past few weeks, we haven't seen huge movements. Be blessed, guys. Okay, trust me, when we see altcoins pumping and Bitcoin pumping, you're gonna be begging for a dip. Okay, you're gonna be begging for a dip, so be blessed. Now the FIN greed index right now is currently at 30. We remember seeing this about 2 days ago in extreme fear. Now it's at 30. Okay, so now it's in just fear mode. And it's crazy because, the FIN greed index right now is in fear mode when Bitcoin is at, just below $60,000. I remember back in earlier this year in 2024, we saw Bitcoin finally pumping back up to like over $50,000 and $60,000. And we saw the FIN greed index in like greed mode, right? Extreme greed mode, actually. And it's just crazy how Bitcoin is at the same price right now. Okay, $59,000 to $60,000, and the FIN greed index is now at fear mode at 30. So obviously, this is not the time to be panicking, guys. Okay, just a couple of months ago, when people saw Bitcoin pumping to back up to like $50,000 to $60,000, the FIN greed index was in extreme greed. Think about that, right? This just shows you guys how much the sentiment has changed, right? It has changed a lot, clearly, right? So obviously, this is not the time to be fearful. This is the time to be greedy. When others are fearful for no reason, we gotta be greedy, guys. Okay, so this is the time right now to really hold and DCA if you can. If you can't DCA, then simply just hold and let the gains come to you, right? It's that simple. Now, I really want to talk about this because, we know a lot of institutions are in fact buying into Bitcoin, right? So this is just showing us here while the Bitcoin price is going down, the spot Bitcoin ETF inflows continue to go up. The institutions are buying the dip. Okay, so we know Fidelity, even BlackRock, right? I talked about this in yesterday's video. But BlackRock, for example, they have been buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin. They are in fact buying at least over 100 Bitcoins pretty much every single day. Every single day they're buying Bitcoin. Every single day they're accumulating Bitcoin. Okay, Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, he understands, okay, where Bitcoin is heading in the next few months. He knows a massive bull run is coming. He knows that we are in fact about to enter the next bull cycle. So he's loading up. Other people out there are in fact loading up as well. They are in fact buying the Bitcoin dip, right? While Bitcoin is still consolidating, this is the best time right now to buy, right? And they know that. Marcus Saylor, he's buying. Whales are buying, right? And I hope you guys, us retail investors, we are in fact buying Bitcoin right now because it's the best time to really DCA and accumulate as much as we possibly can, right? So this is amazing to see. Again, we already know a lot of institutions out there are in fact buying a whole bunch of Bitcoin, right? They are simply loading up. And this is obviously the best time to load up right now. We know that, okay? So getting into these charts, starting off with this one. If you think the bull market is over, open the charts. Bitcoin is doing the same as in 2017 and 2021. It's just happening faster in terms of timing. The last time the ROC and SROC indicator changed from red to green was in 2016. A massive wave is coming. So yeah, since clearly see, this is not the first time that we have seen a huge consolidation for Bitcoin. Right before we see a massive run up. Okay, back in 2017, and 2020, we saw some pretty strong consolidation movements. And understand, guys, every single time we have, the Bitcoin halving event right after, we do in fact see a bull run, but it doesn't happen straight away, right? So understand, I've mentioned this a fair few times as well, right? That, right after a Bitcoin halving event, we do tend to see Bitcoin consolidating, having some small corrections every now and then, okay, and then a massive bull run does in fact occur, okay, and that's when it's coming. So understand it's been a few months now, but soon enough, I told you guys, soon enough, things will change, especially with October, November, and December. Those months will be amazing for Bitcoin and crypto because usually October, November, and December, those 3 months are very, very bullish months for Bitcoin, right? But understand this month, August, and next month in September, usually these months are bearish. So that's why I told you guys, in the next upcoming few weeks, I'm not expecting huge movements yet for Bitcoin, right? But understand October, November, and December, I'm expecting Bitcoin to really pump and reach new highs. Okay, so that's coming up. But seems like Bitcoin is, seems like it's following a very, very similar pattern to what it's doing with the S&P 500, right? So price struggling to break all-time high is nothing new. The S&P 500 struggled too, and then it went crazy, right? The Ascens clearly entered a bull market, expecting Bitcoin to play out very, very similar to what the S&P 500 is doing. So yeah, Yasin's clearly see, okay, S&P 500 and Bitcoin right here on the right, looks very, very similar. Okay, very, very similar to the S&P 500 chart. Okay, but yeah, soon enough, guys, we know a bull market is coming, right? Bitcoin is in fact about to enter the bull market. It's going to reach, 100K and over $100,000. It's going to reach in the six figures, 100%. And I can tell you guys this much right now that 100% towards the end of this year in 2024, we're going to end off this year in Bitcoin. We're going to see Bitcoin at new highs. Okay, it's going to be much higher. Okay, to end of this year in 2024, 100%. So be ready for that. But yes, the longer the Bitcoin consolidation, the more explosive the breakout will eventually be. Okay, so I told you guys, the longer this consolidation is happening right now for Bitcoin, the bigger the pump will be, the bigger the breakout will be. So understand, guys. Okay, this is the best time right now to load up. Okay, Bitcoin is boring right now. Okay, it's not really moving, it's consolidating. We are seeing some very, very strong sideways price movements. Best time right now to DCA and buy. Okay, and then of course, once we see Bitcoin breaking that resistance, it's going to reach new highs. And Yasin's clearly seen in the past, when Bitcoin was in fact consolidating. Okay, we've seen one right here. Okay, and then it pumped. Seen one right here, and then it pumped. Seen a small one right here, and then it pumped. So understand, okay, Bitcoin is clearly forming this uptrend, and this uptrend will continue. Okay, this uptrend that Bitcoin has in fact been forming ever since early of 2023 to where we are now, it will continue up to the upside once we break that resistance line, right? So this is looking very, very bullish. Speaking about the resistance line, so Yasin's clearly see this resistance. It's sort of like a falling resistance line. Yasin's clearly see that's not really like a straight on resistance line. But obviously, if Bitcoin breaks above this resistance, $68,000 is next. Okay, close to $70,000, and I think it's going to be higher than 68K. It's going to be like over $70,000. Back up potentially to its previous all-time highs of above 73K. And then after that, it's going to reach new highs, right? So we have to break this resistance line. For us to see Bitcoin continue to pump up to the upside, we have to break it, because this is obviously a very, very strong resistance right now for Bitcoin. Okay, it really, really is. And once we break it and break above it, that's when everything's going to change for Bitcoin. We're going to see it reach new highs. Okay, so that's that. And it's going to happen very, very soon. Trust me. But Bitcoin, $300,000 to $500,000 this cycle, this next upcoming bull cycle. And if you guys actually look at this chart, now this chart is sort of blurry, it's not as clear, but Yasin's clearly see over the times when we did in fact enter a bull cycle, a bull market, Bitcoin over the years have always reached new highs every single time, guys. Listen, okay, every single time we enter a new bull market, a new bull cycle, okay, it always reaches new highs every single time. So first it was $30, and then it went down, and then it pumped all the way up to over $1,000, okay, $1,200, and then it went down. And then 2017 was the biggest one. Bitcoin pumped all the way up to like $20,000, okay, for the first time ever in Bitcoin history. That was massive. And I felt like 2017, that's when a lot of people started to, obviously talk more about Bitcoin and get into Bitcoin in 2017. And then it dropped massively down to $2,000, and then it pumped all the way up. Okay, it pumped all the way up to about $69,000 back in 2021, right? But understand, soon enough, okay, we will in fact see Bitcoin reaching another new high. Now, yes, it could potentially be $500,000. It could, or lower, $400,000 or $300,000. As I mentioned in yesterday's video, no one actually realistically knows where Bitcoin is heading. No one knows where the top is going to be for Bitcoin. No one knows where the new all-time high will be for Bitcoin, the next upcoming, bull cycle. So yes, 100K, we know it's easily going to happen. 150, 180 to 200K. I think that's very, very possible. Now, over $200,000 is possible. $300,000 is possible, guys. But understand, $400,000, $500,000 is possible as well. But I, like, personally, as much as I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin, I don't know if we will in fact see a 500k Bitcoin in this next upcoming bull cycle. That's just my personal opinion. Like, obviously, if it does happen, then obviously I will be happy. Okay, and of course, you guys will be happy as well. All of us that are in fact in the Bitcoin space, in the crypto space, will be happy to see Bitcoin at $500,000 per coin. Okay, like that will be amazing, right? But I know one day, okay, Bitcoin will obviously reach these price targets. Even if it doesn't happen, in the next upcoming bull cycle, it will eventually reach $500,000 to $1 million and millions of dollars, right? I always tell you guys that. So I am very, very bullish on Bitcoin. In fact, I want Bitcoin to reach 500k, okay? But I just don't think it's going to happen in this next upcoming bull cycle, okay? So you can say what you want. Maybe I'm not bullish enough, but this is just my honest, prediction to where Bitcoin is heading, in the next upcoming bull cycle. So if we do see 500k, then that'll be great. Okay, I will obviously be happy about that, and all of us will be happy about that, right? But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. $59,000 right now for Bitcoin, still consolidating. Okay, holding very, very strong. So I will obviously, keep you guys updated on what's gonna happen with Bitcoin in the next upcoming few days. So stay tuned for that. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and end this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll catch you guys all in my next video. Have a good one, guys.